Interesting. Who's won the most World Series or won the most games in baseball since 2000? Now, three teams have won the most games. It's the Yankees, the Dodgers, and the St. Louis Cardinals. But the most World Series champions since then has been the Boston Red Sox with four, San Francisco Giants with three, and then you go Cardinals, Yankees, and Dodgers. Does it seem like that seem right? Because Yankees have won the most games than the Dodgers and the Cardinals. But in terms of what is felt for more dominance, Boston has had more chips. It can be very misleading and calculating. So when people talk about the Yankees bought and paid it all, they've had a lot of appearances. They lost last year, and then they lost twice in the early 00s to Arizona, and they lost to Florida. So if you calculate, they beat the Mets, they lost two, and then they beat the Phillies. They was 2-2, and then they lost the Dodgers. So 5 appearances. But Boston won all four of their World Series. St. Louis won their two. The Giants won their three. And it just goes to show you that sometimes what you dominate as far as wins don't translate far as, Now, they all have one thing in common. The Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Cardinals, they all won at least two World Series each in the last 25 years. But that doesn't mean that they've done it, that the dominance. That's the string that the Red Sox have won more. They doubled up the Yankees. So for all those people talking about bought it and paid for, no, they got it wrong. They got it wrong. Baseball is still a tough sport to crack because you can have all that, but if I looked at the St. Louis Cardinals lately, they can't even get their stadiums half full. And the Yankees did get to the World Series for the first time in, was it 15 years? So last year. So it's not exactly we're burning it up. The Dodgers 2 chips in the last 5 years is quite impressive with Dave Roberts. So all depends on what your angle is. It all depends on how you're looking at it. It's very misleading, calculating. People are gonna like, oh well, this and that. Well, no, it's a tough nut to crack because you can win a lot and don't win. Baseball is an interesting juggernaut. You have to have a lot of things go your way. Things have to, injuries and stuff. So it's amazing, when you think about it. Like the Atlanta Braves done won as many World Series in this past 20 years as they did in the 90s, despite having a stacked and decked team. But just goes to show you. So, these things hit differently. And the